Oh shit! Almost knocked my mic over. One time for the fan.
Need that blooper reel.
She. You already know we back. Boy 3000. Chase here with me, man. Go ahead and set this thing off right, man. On to the next game. Let's start the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is. You know what it do. One time for the fan, we are back. Of course, you know, every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 o'clock, we're talking Falcons football. And of course, today's Wednesday. So y'all right on time. We here to talk some Falcons football. Got the homies with me. Chase, Bodie, what's good, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. Another day. I want to fight these allergies. This weather been tripolar. I mean, trying to get through it, but we here.
The weather is all over the place in Atlanta, I must say.
It's crazy.
Shit, it was like what?
Crazy.
40-some degrees today, and then the other day it was like goddamn
70.
6 degrees, but that shit was bad.
Yeah.
They got some real cold days coming up ahead too. I think they have like 25 degrees coming up this weekend or something.
Mm.
So
hey, I know in Baxley they got that artificial sun, so y'all can y'all ask whatever y'all wanted to be out there because y'all so far out.
Low key, from what I heard, it's snowing in Baxley. Chase, is it snowing in Baxley?
It's not snowing. It's fucking cold.
Shit. You guys have live penguins down there, don't you?
Yeah, just walking around.
Shit. Looking crazy out there. Winter is here, folks. For all my Game of Thrones fans, this is the time they should have put Game of Thrones on, not back in September, October. It should have been right now, so people can really get that feeling. But that's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know, we're here to talk about Falcons football. A lot to go over. AJ's back. Feel real good about it. Feel real good. I'm sure he feels good.
You know who else is back? Nah. You know who else is back?
Who?
Jalen Mayfield.
Sheesh. At a time when the offensive line is banged up, guess who's there at the door? Jalen Mayfield.
Hey man, shout out my guy, man. I hope he come in and wreck shit.
Yeah,
for real.
Falcon fans, we got a lot to go over tonight.
I know how y'all feel. Well, some of y'all, not y'all, but some of y'all.
Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know we're talking Falcons football. Guess what? YouTube.com/one time for the fan. Yeah.
Get on it.
Yeah, it's there. Subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that share button, comment. Run the comments up. You know how we do it. You already know how we do it here on One Time for the Fan. Tag a friend. Tag your Falcons friend, your Falcons family. You know we always talking Falcons football. Chase, Bodie.
Mm-hmm.
Some news, some updates. Falcons return to practice after the disappointing loss against the Panthers earlier this week on Monday. Then we got some good news that AJ was back and another player is also back too as well to help this offensive line that is banged up. But Chase, some Falcons news, some Falcons updates. Let's go ahead and jump right to it, man, before we get to this chat. Chat, go ahead and tag somebody. Tag your Falcons friends. Tag your Falcons family. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers. We're almost there. We are almost there. So let's get to 250. Let's get to 250 before the year is out. Chase, any news going on in Flowery Branch today? or this
Yes,
week?
sir. Well, I got 3 topics today, man. Return to practice, injury report, and signings. So we signed a defensive back. His name is Devon Key. He's signed the practice squad. He was originally signed with the Chiefs, undrafted free agent out of Western Kentucky. Back in 2021, he spent time on the practice squad at the Chiefs, but never has played in a regular season game. He's 25 years old. He's 6 foot, 204 pounds. And something interesting about him is he set a college record in tackles. He broke the record of 320 tackles, and they set it at 344. That was set in 2009. Other than that, that's the only signing that we've made to the practice squad. Return in practice, we have AJ Terrell. He was limited today in practice. He's had that hamstring injury for about 3 games now. Armstrong and Rashad Fenton still holding that down if he doesn't make the return. Other news, you got Eric Harris as well in the backfield that was limited today in practice with a foot injury. He's missed 2 games, and Hawkins and Grant still holding that down if he doesn't make a return. So as far as injuries, the only injury you got right now is Felipe Franks with a calf injury.
The funny thing about
still no news on Damian Williams.
Still no news on Damian Williams. I know Falcons fans, a name we haven't mentioned much here since week 1.
And he got hurt week 1, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Very first snap.
It's strange because the Falcons, like, even with some of these players getting injured early in the season, like, we've been moving on, like, game after game after game. Like, Damian Williams is a name that we haven't mentioned here much.
Yeah.
Jalen Mayfield is another name that we haven't mentioned here much on One Time for the
John
Fans.
Fitzpatrick
Now,
is another that just came off our. John Fitzpatrick also came off our.
John Fitzpatrick too as well, another name that we haven't mentioned much since the draft here on One Time for the Fan. But noticing now, Mayfield, Falcons fans, he's here. Jalen Mayfield at a time when Elijah Wilkinson is down, at a time when Matt Hennessy stepped in, is down. Now it's looking like we might have to bring him in.
I heard a clip. I don't know the full extent, but I heard a clip of where Smith said something. I may have heard it wrong, but I thought I heard him say that we'll give Mayfield a go and we'll determine in 3 weeks. So I don't know if that's means he's limited until 3 weeks or what that stipulation's on his IR. I don't know. That's just something I heard.
Devin Key, correct? The practice squad player?
Yeah.
The good thing about Devin Key now being signed to the practice squad is we're using a lot of our depth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to the practice squad for some positions. Maybe Devin Key does get his first NFL snap. Here's an Atlanta Falcons. Maybe he makes his first, who knows, interception, first sack. Who knows? Here in Atlanta. But right now, it's good to know that the Falcons are out there still looking around the league, still looking for players to bring in to help with the depth going forward, because a lot of players are injured here still.
Yeah.
I know, John, they're coming off an injury still as well, but a lot of players are banged up, you know, and we don't know about Damian Williams. Elijah Wilkinson probably done for the season. Matt Hennessy. Like, it's tough right now, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
So any player in a Falcons uniform, I don't care if you come off the street, help us get some more games, get some more wins here in the NFL. Chase, anything else you notice about the depth chart too as well? Big to hear that AJ Terrell is back. I know Falcon fans love to hear that because it's big. You have a big game against the Bears on Sunday, and you're going to want to lock down, I believe, who is it? Claypool they have over there in Chicago?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to find a way to lock down Claypool now that you have AJ back. Don't even know. Are we supposed to mention that again? Remember he said in the video, he was walking out, he was like, don't tell nobody he's back. So it's good to know that. And now Chicago has to plan to say, damn, they got their number 1 cornerback. At home. Shit's getting real. When they know they need a win and they're going to fight like hell to get it.
Yeah.
Disappointing loss against the Panthers too as well. But anything else you noticed to the depth chart or any other information on some Falcons news there, Chase?
No, sir. That's about all I got.
Man. Bodie 3000.
You got to get to chase that music.
I gotta get back with Lee Thomas and Mastermind Music Group. Get some more beats. Go ahead and start breaking down some more segments. Bodie's breakdown needs to get some drops. Chase's updates need to get some drops. And then when Boo Man ever shows up and tells us his routes that he's running, we'll get some
Boo
cuts for that
Man's
too as well.
Boo Man got different color mop buckets.
One time for the fan.
Dry humor tonight.
Sheesh. You know, we're going to the chat. What's up, fellas? Rise up. One time for the fan. This is a must win for our team because let's be real. But to see what the fans has been hating to really turn up now. Yeah, you want to know why? Because Justin Fields is coming to town.
Yeah, no shit.
And there's gonna be so many fans in there like, I told you we should have got him. Even if the Bears lose the game, and when the Bears lose the game, you have fans over there say, did you see Fields' performance though? It's pretty damn good. I don't want to hear that shit. It's about the Birds, it's about the Falcons on Sunday. Don't come in there saying, oh, I'm starting him in my fantasy. I don't want to hear that shit. It's the Falcons versus the Bears. So if you're over there rooting for Justin Fields, you're over there rooting for the Bears.
Yeah.
You're rooting for the Bears. All right, I don't want to hear this guy. He needs to get 2 touchdowns so he can get the next fantasy number and this $10, $15. I don't want to hear that shit. You're rooting for Justin Fields when he scores. You're rooting for the Bears. When he does anything. Me, I'm a diehard Falcons fan. Falcons made the pick. It wasn't Justin Fields. It is what it is. We move on, man. We move on, Falcons fans. Why I sitting over there like, oh, got to get Justin Fields. Got to get him. It's not going to happen. Damn burst. One time for the fan. I missed the last broadcast, but I had to add on to the Mariota and Ritter comparison. If you go look at his preseason highlights, he had the ball out in 2 or 3 seconds, almost every throwing play, which is needed. Another thing, too, as well, I know y'all was saying, like, oh, these are some of the second and third stringers and fourth stringers that got cut. There are also some of the players that play that's still on the team, too, as well.
Facts.
For the Lions, for the Jets, for whatever game Desmond Ritter played again. Some of those players do play right now. It wasn't just cut, and now they're working at the damn grocery store. Some of those players are on other rosters.
Yeah.
Some of those players became part of the 53 somewhere else. Some of those players are still playing for the Jets and the Jaguars and the Lions. So Ritter did do a phenomenal job.
Players for a reason.
Yeah.
Each and every one of them have talent.
Ritter did do a good job, though, I must say. I mean, his 2-3 second drops, boom, 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 he was getting it out. I know Falcons fans want to see that. And with the time that you're getting in the pocket with Mariota, you're pretty much gonna get that same time with Ritter too.
Yeah,
I don't think the Lions is gonna be able to change up. Ritter's mobile too as well. He can run the same RPOs. He can run the same offense that Mariota's running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true that.
But
it ain't gonna happen.
We're gonna talk about that too because the next segment coming up is Mariota is leading the way.
Yeah,
I know Falcon fans wanted him.
Guys.
We're gonna get to that. I want to get to this chat, but we're going to get to that coming up. I got a lot to say about this. Lisa Shepard was good. Justin Newman. Justin Newman, were you in Bahamas or something? Ain't you on a cruise or something?
Dang.
Cruising.
Justin stay out there, don't he?
Using up that data. To contact your service provider. Drake shoot statements up in here.
Yes, sir.
AJ's bike. Stop by to say hi, guys. What's up, Kyle? Got my NFC South show in 30 minutes. I want to say it's Ritter time more so than ever. There's absolutely no reason we have lost. We should have lost. We look bad.
NFC
I want to say.
Wait.
Shout out, Kyle.
Drop the link. I'll check it out.
NFC South show. Yeah, drop the link, Kyle. I jumped in there a couple times.
And drop the link for anybody else who want to check that out.
So it's like a podcast with I guess other content creators that's a part of different fan bases, and they go to the NFC South to get the update from Kyle, and then Kyle comes in there, Falcons, mother, you know what I'm saying, jumping it up,
yes, sir.
Letting them know what the Falcons all about. So shout out to Kyle, man. I think he's in Canada too as well, so that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Falcons fan bases is running deep right now across the NFL. So shout out to Kyle, man, for holding it down for the Atlanta Falcons. DSGB Hall's in the building. One time. Bodie, if you're trying to go out there to Rolling Loud, this is the one we got to link up with right here. He out there in Cali too.
Oh, that's a bet.
Yeah, my homie, man.
Damian
Williams getting cut. We're going to talk about that at the end of the year. Once the season is over, the players who will be going, the players who will be staying. And right now on my going list. Yeah. We'll get to that. I have Jalen Mayfield PTSD. AJ did say, damn, we out here snitching that. Yeah, that's right. Bears fans over here checking the podcast. Who the fuck they say playing Sunday?
I know, right?
The guy from Clemson?
Taking notes. Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's the guy from Clemson. Nah, it's up on Sunday. F the Bears. The Bears.
Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of people coming there dressed like Mike Ditka. Look like Mike Ditka with the mustache and the glasses and the leather coats. And it's a November game too. They would come in here. Oh, it's pretty chilly out here. It's like the Windy City. I see your point, bro. You got to remember he was running the vanilla side of our offense. However, his decision making is quicker than Mariota. Dan Burst, Drake True statement talking about Mariota and Ritter. Let's get to it. Rhonda's up in here from the Rise Up Tour. Shout out to Ron in the chat. Willie P. Lovelace is up in here from the Rise Up Tour. Jeff Wolf is right on time. Jeff Wolf. Ritter's time will come, but not a game back with Tampa. We get eliminated from playoffs, yes, but not before. Book it. So that is true. I believe the Falcons.
Thank you, Jeff.
As long as Mariota is healthy, as long as Mariota keep putting you in a position to win, or even close enough in a position to win, they're going to keep with Mariota. And, Ritter is learning behind him. That is one thing we can say, that he is learning behind Mariota, behind Rags too as well, the offensive coordinator, and Arthur Smith. But still, fans want to see him get out there on the field. I think Sunday is a great opportunity for fans to at least get a play or two for Desmond Ritter. So that way fans can be like, oh, they're listening to us on social media. They got to be listening to us. But this week,
Coach don't give a damn.
Coach don't give a damn. This week, the decision was made on Monday, Bodie. Mariota came out there, starting quarterback. We talked about it Sunday night. We don't know what the Falcons were going to do Monday. Is it going to be Ritter? Is it going to be Mariota? Are they listening on social media? Are they in the chats in this with the second accounts? Trying to find out what fans are saying. Arthur Smith came out there Monday and said it that Mariota is our quarterback for the Bears going forward. Bodie,
and
were you surprised?
Yeah.
Were you surprised to hear Coach back up Mariota, support Mariota, and just say, "Hey, that's our guy going forward"?
Not at all, because we still have a chance to win this division, win games, make the playoffs. Coach ain't gonna come out there and be like, "Yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm thinking about it." No, that wouldn't instill confidence in Mariota, and it wouldn't be the right message to convey at this point. We know we still got a chance. I mean, we'd have had a rough patch. Every team has a rough patch in their season. This is our rough patch, especially losing games you're supposed to win. I mean, what can you do? But Coach knows we still have a chance to make it. Coach knows we still have a chance to make the playoffs, make some noise, beat some people. We can beat any team in this league, anyone, any given Sunday or Thursday or Saturday, apparently, any team. So, yeah. I mean, what? There was nothing else Coach could say, unless he just had his mind made up that Ritter was coming in, but that wasn't the case.
Just hearing you say that, like Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, hell, NFL gonna start putting games on Friday in a minute. The way these guys are going, it's just about to get crazy. Who knows? They might be playing in Japan or China one day. Who knows? Shit. It's just,
Apparently, we're playing in Munich.
Yeah, there was a couple of days ago. They was looking to find out they can play on the moon. Recently, I don't understand how. Didn't get some players up there, but still, NFL's always trying to find ways to expand. But yeah, wasn't surprised to hear Mariota become this, still being the starting quarterback on Monday morning. He's put you in a position to be where you are right now, which fans didn't want to see Mariota even get to week 11. Not saying all fans, some fans didn't want to see Mariota get to week 11. He's going to get injured. He's not going to make it. He's going to get benched. His performance is what if we're grading Mariota right now, what do we give him? I give him a C minus.
We're grading Mariota on this season. I would give him a B minus, because we are not supposed to be in this position.
Yeah, that's what I give him.
We have us in. At least a B, nothing less than a B.
I give him a C minus because some of the throws, the accuracy, still how we've been praying for like a 300-yard game, a big game for Mariota. No, it's just not. It's not in him right now.
I think your grade is a little watered down from these last two stinkers he's given us. Like
that too as well.
That's the thing, because before this shit, you probably like, yeah, B plus. I'm pretty sure.
Even when we were at the 500 mark, I still had him at a C. I didn't have him at a B because, looking at his game stats at the end of the game, I mean, the 9 for 17 and the 11 for 24, I was like, what the hell are we looking at? Coming off of a fan who just watched the quarterback who would throw the ball like 30, 40 times. You know what I'm saying? For years and years, which is why I'm looking at Falcons fans like, y'all just had Matt Ryan for almost 13, 14 years and 11 games. Y'all want Mariota's head already? Gosh,
they wanted off with his head.
Serious Falcons fans out here. When it comes to Mariota, I guess now that Matt Ryan's gone, it's like when it comes to quarterbacks, don't F with us. Because we're coming for you. And for me, I'm just sitting back like, at least we don't got Matt Ryan. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be, if you're a fan just like me, I mean, the plays are explosive when you're seeing some of the things that they're running. The creativity of the offense is something that you have to look and say, wow, we haven't seen this in a long time. So it could be Ritter or Mariota. I don't give a shit. Win the damn game.
Thanks.
But for right now, one time for the fan has to talk about how Mariota is the starting quarterback to go out there and get you a win on Sunday. And if he does get you a win on Sunday, when he does get you a win on Sunday versus the Bears, you're going to have fans in there saying, oh, what Mariota? You talking about the one I was talking about last week? Nah, he cool now. Yeah, that's cool, Mariota. You just bashing him last week. He got you a win. Now you're in there on the damn table like Diddy, drinking the Ciroc, going ham in the club after the game. Fans had those emotions, Chase, Bodie. Y'all know fans got those emotions. We win. Everybody did a great job. Hell, Jalen Mayfield's out there blocking. You see that block by Jalen Mayfield? We lose. Cut them all. Fire the team. Get them out of here. I hate them.
Yeah.
Next week, you right back at it. Tailgating, drinking. It's all about the emotions sometimes of the game. And the fan, too, as well. Some of y'all just get outrageous sometimes. Some of the stuff I heard about your quarterback in the past couple of days, I must say, fans are just going all over the place. But then again, you got to respect everybody's opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? This fan says we need to put Ritter in because XYZ, and you look at it and you're like, oh, he's probably telling the truth. This fan says you need to put Mariota in because XYZ. You look at it like, oh, it's a pretty good fact. At the end of the day, coach will make the decision. The organization will make the decision going forward. And us as the fans just have to be ready for Sunday against the Bears. Chase, you're not surprised that Mariota is the quarterback going forward, even though you're ready to see Ritter too as well a little bit, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'd be more than excited to see Ritter. But, I mean, yeah, I'm rocking with Mariota. That's who coach is pulling. That's who we going with. So, I mean, it ain't anything against Mariota at all. I mean, the accuracy what gets me, just some of the throws he makes. I feel like Ritter just got him in that department. I feel like that can maybe excel the offense to another level. But, you know, Smith says otherwise, so that's what we rock with. That's what we're going to do.
Falcons, if you're going over the past few games, some of the scores for the Falcons, sitting at 4-6 right now in the NFC South. You got Falcons Saints week 1, 27-26. Mariota had you in the position to win the game. Whatever happened, happened. I ain't finna sit out there and blame anything. Whatever happened, happened. Falcons lost the game 27-26. Second game, Rams, Falcons. You getting beat bad, 28-3 in LA. Mariota, the offense, the team came together after the half and put together some drives to come back down the field to put you in a position to win the game on a 4th down again in LA. I was there. Rams fans were sitting down telling me, I can't believe you guys are about to win this game. And I'm sitting over there like, yeah, bro, this is what we do. It's what we do. 4th quarter team. Talking all that shit in week 2. Falcons didn't win. They lost by 4. First game, you lose by 1. Second game, you lost by 4. Third game, you go out there to Seattle. You're still on the West Coast. You win by 4. In a big game against the Seahawks, 4th quarter, remember that? You held it down. Defense held it down big time. I think Richie Grant got the pick to seal the deal, but Mariota still had to put touchdowns on the board to keep the score rolling. As you can see, 3 games already, they have over 20 points. With your new bridge quarterback, Marcus Mariota. I know the performances wasn't the greatest, but still, your offense was clicking enough to put up 26 the first game, 27 the second game, coming back from 28-3, and then 27-23 against the Seahawks week 3. Week 4, beating the Browns at home, 23-20, something Falcon fans haven't seen in a long time. An early home win in the Benz. Marcus
Thanks.
Mariota was a part of that.
Thanks to Marcus Mariota.
Super Mariota.
Island
Going down
boys.
to Tampa the week after, you getting your butt whipped by the Bucs up until the fourth quarter when once again the offense finds a way to get it clicking to get some points. And after that stupid call from Boogeyman down there in the NFL referee room, you lose 21-15, but still you was in a position. If you would have got that ball back, chances are you probably would have scored because you've been doing it the past 2 drives.
Yep.
Once again, it's still your quarterback. They never made a decision to get rid of Mariota and put in Desmond Ridder. They come back home to the Benz against a tough 49ers team. They smacked the 49ers 28-14. Remember around that week, nobody had scored over 20 points against the 49ers. Top 5 in everything, if I remember, Chase. Defensive stats, top 5 here, sacks here, team stat. Man, the Falcons say, I don't give a damn about that shit. Power rankings, they was like 4 or 5 one day. Falcons say, I don't give a damn about that shit. We got Super Mariota. 28-14. Then you really get your ass handed to you. You go out there to Cincinnati. You lose 35-17, but you came back. You made it 28-17 going to the half. You made the stop in the third quarter on 4th down to get the ball back. If you would have went down and scored, you would have made it a closer game, but you didn't. Offense just fell apart. Defense fell apart. You got your butts whipped. Bengals win 35-17. After that, come back home to the Benz, 37-34. Falcons fans, y'all remember that game? 37-34 against the Panthers. That's still Mariota. At home against the Benz, you lose by 3 against the Chargers. Still Mariota, 20-17. The Panthers game, disappointing loss in the rain Thursday night, 25-15. Give it a little butt whip, I guess. 25-15. But that's still Mariota. And now you got the Bears, you got the Commanders, and then you got the Steelers. Looking at these next 3 games, man, especially if Mariota finds a way again from the ways we're looking throughout the season, come away with a win Sunday, all that bench him talk is out the door, which gives you another week to go out there as a starting quarterback. Now, if you lose on Sunday against the Bears,
it's starting to look rough.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. Head will roll.
I only say that because if you look around the league, all these teams that you've been right there with, like we said, I believe it was a post somebody sent in a group earlier there. I've seen it somewhere, but we're like a game with everybody. Like we're not like nobody's behind. Like it's all a tie right now. We've got if we're going to take off and get this thing, we got to get it now. And that, I mean, maybe that's the reason why there's a lot of talk about the quarterback situation where maybe they think it could spark something new. But whatever gets the W, man, that's all I care about is the win.
Atlanta Falcons fans, you know we're talking Falcons football here on One Time for the Fan. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Here's the crazy thing: Bears can be the first team eliminated from the playoff race.
We win
on Sunday if the Falcons win. You knock them out of the in the hunt category that they have in the NFL, and the Bears will be eliminated. After that, I'm sure the Panthers will be eliminated. Here's the funny thing: if the Saints, you see, if the Saints probably lose the next 2 of the next 3 games, hell, before we even go down to New Orleans, the Saints will be eliminated before we even go down to New Orleans. Falcons fans, listen to what I'm saying here. This is big. This is where you now look to beating the Bears and then beating the Commanders and saying, holy shit, Saints lost. Holy shit, they're about to be eliminated. How much is that plane to New Orleans, that plane ticket? How much them game tickets were? You ever been to New Orleans? All right. Now you get your ass down there to New Orleans and you go take the fight to them. But it all has to start by beating the Bears on Sunday, which we do think is possible. That this Falcons team, even though your past 2 games you went to bed, you can bounce back. You're at home. This is big. You can go 5-6 right here. The Bucs got that lucky win in Germany over the Seahawks. Seahawks were coming back to get them. Unfortunately, Geno Smith couldn't do it. But now it's an opportunity for the Falcons to go ahead and worry about what's in front of them. The Bears. Bodie 3000.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you know we love talking about Bodie's breakdown. You've done some great work in the past talking about Falcons-related content when it comes to either the players, the coaches, scouting reports, a lot of things. The list goes on. every Wednesday on One Time for the Fan. We've been doing it for what, not 3-4 months now. So it's
Yeah.
It's been a while. I mean, you changed your name to Frody. It's gotten to a point where you just up the budget on this. Now I gotta go make Frody hats and Frody
I can't fit them shits, obviously.
cup holders.
There you go.
One Time for the Fan. You already know we love talking Falcons football, and of course we got Bodie, the professor here, who's gonna give us his take, his thoughts, his everything from his brain about the Atlanta Falcons. What is Bodie's breakdown for tonight?
Right below the fro.
Yeah. What is Bodie's breakdown for tonight? Only Bodie knows. In a couple seconds here, you will get to know what is Bodie's breakdown and where to catch it right here on One Time for the Fan every Wednesday. And there's no more talking about it. It's time to be about it. Takes a sip from the ginger ale. Diet ginger ale. Is that the diet ginger ale? Is that the Red Rock? Was that the Red Rock?
No, it's not the Red Rock. No, it's not that spicy shit. It's Canada Dry. It's just Canada Dry. Okay? I ain't fancy with the pinky up drinking that Red Rock. Sorry.
One Time for the Fan. Bodie's breakdown. Bodie, what we talking about tonight?
All right, I got a lot of numbers to throw at y'all. We're talking about the game this Sunday, but statistically wise, just got a lot of interesting facts to throw about y'all. Mostly about the Bears and their interesting rise. They've been scoring a lot lately, so it's been interesting for them. Let's start here. Let's go back and forth with the Bears and the Falcons with their stats up until this point. So the Falcons are averaging 23.2 points per game, 12th best in the league. Once upon a time, it was higher, but the season goes on. Mm-hmm. The Bears are averaging 21.7 per game, 20th in the league. Now, I will say to you guys, it's like looking in the mirror to the Bears. Like they're us and we are them right now when it comes to these stats. Okay, except for one part, and you'll see. Passing is the Bears are 128.1 passing yards per game. That's worst in the league. You thought we were worst. They are worst. They're bad. All right. They don't pass. All right. Obviously they don't because their damn quarterback is the new Michael Vick. Let this guy over here tell it. Where am I pointing? Over here. This guy right here.
That's what the fans were saying in the chats.
Hey man, stop it, please. Yeah. So the Falcons are averaging 156.8 passing yards per game. That's 30th. So we're just 2 behind them, but it's still like 30 yards more. I say rushing. The Bears are 201.7 yards per game. That's best in the league. Number 1. We were there once, but now we're 4th in the league with 160.4 rushing yards per game, which is not bad. But our top running back did go down for some weeks, so if he didn't, we'd be number 1. Just saying. The Bears are allowing 24.7 points per game. That's 25th in the league. The Falcons are allowing 25 points per game. That's 27th.
Just looking in the mirror.
Yeah, looking in the mirror. That's what exactly. Here's where we differ. The Bears are allowing 203 passing yards per game. That's 10th best in the league. And you know where I'm going with this. The Falcons are allowing 280 yards per game. That's dead last. So they have the passing defense. But their rushing defense, like I said, it's like looking in the mirror. Actually, no, I would say that I take that back. Their rushing defense, they allow 142 rushing yards, which is 30th. They have a terrible rush defense, like horrible. We have 119.4 yards per game, which is 18th in the league. So that is something that we should hold on to right there. Um, let's see. So 70 completions allowed. 70% completions is what we allow, which is pretty bad. That's I mean, you allow 70 completions. That's just terrible. I mean, we got to do better there. We have 13 sacks. They have 15 sacks on their defense. Shout out to NFL.com for these numbers too. 22.2% pressure is what we're bringing all year. 18.1% blitz. Don't sound like it's enough, does it? It just don't sound enough. 6.3 yards per carry allowed to quarterbacks is what we allow. What we allow. That's bad, especially as he running it like this. But I will say, people haven't picked up on Fields yet, so he's running wild right now. Okay, that's just what he's doing. All right. And one more thing. I mean, I can go all day. I can go. I got a list here. Okay. Like, let's see. Let's see. Chicago's allowing 4.6 yards per carry allowed to quarterbacks and running backs, the same number to both. That's interesting. 36 sacks allowed is what the Bears are doing. They're allowing the most. They're tied for the most sacks allowed.
It's just, defense. Come on now, defense.
I mean, technically saying they're giving up most sacks, that means they might be one of the worst lines in the league, probably the worst. And 36 sacks in what? How many games it's been now?
We're at 11 now.
11? Yeah, we got like 7 more. Yeah, that's terrible. That means they're on pace to average like 60 sacks. They give up like 50 sacks. That is god awful. Shoot.
Even going over the stats that you're talking about, I mean, looking at Justin Fields and Marcus Mariota, Justin Fields is 122 for 207 for 1,489 yards this season. Mariota is 143 for 231 attempts, 1,747 yards this season. 12 TDs and 7 interceptions for Justin Fields. 12 TDs and 7 interceptions for Marcus Mariota. Rushing yards. Justin Fields.
Like looking in the mirror.
It's crazy. Justin Fields is leading the team in rushing over there in Chicago. 104 carries for 749 yards with 6 TDs. Of course, you know, with Tyler Algier has 102 carries, 443 yards, 1 TD over here with the Falcons. But Mooney, too, as well, their top receiver, 36 receptions, 464 yards, and 1 TD. Drake London, our rookie, 38 receptions, 407 yards, and 3 TDs. I'm going to say also, we don't talk about it much, but Drake London is doing a great job here in Atlanta.
He's great, yes.
Glad to have him there in the team. His targets might not be the best. I understand people want him to, you know, be in the game more, be that Julio. But the offense is not ran like that. It's not built like that. Maybe when Ritter probably steps in, you'll see some more slinging and banging of the ball down the line to Pitts and London and so forth. But for now, that's all we got. But Bodie, looking at the stats here for the Bears and the Falcons on Sunday, even looking at the matchup predictor, they're saying that it's 68.9% Falcons have a great chance of winning this game on Sunday.
We're favored. If you do not know, we are favored to win this game by 3 last I checked. So.
And that's the one thing about the stats. That's why I'm glad you brought up this on the Brody's breakdown. Falcons are 4-6, Bears are 3-7. That's what you get when teams are like that close with the record.
Yeah.
Now go look at the Bears and the Eagles, or us and the Eagles, or us and the Cowboys. Stat shit's all over the place. You might not catch shit that close. You know, that. So this is going to be a game where, you know, it's like the Spider-Man meme. The team's looking at each other like this.
Yeah, that's literally what this game is.
It really is. So I wouldn't expect to see the Falcons win this game, you know, 44-10 or something. Could be a close game. The way it's going to be set up, I see the Falcons come away with a win. But hearing the statistics right now, one name we keep bringing up, and we said it already a lot tonight, Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm. Now let me give you a couple of mindless
passing.
Stats.
Go ahead, Bodie.
Dude has 325 yards the last 2 games. Okay. The Bears are averaging 31 points per game in the past month. Okay, that is ridiculous. He has the most, Justin Fields has the most rushing yards by a quarterback in any 5-game span in the Super Bowl era. 549 yards. We know what he wants to do. He's as confident as he's ever been right now. We just got to key in and do what we do best. Our defense is built to stop the run, not the pass, apparently. But it's built to stop the run right now. So we got to key in. We got a game plan, and we'll see how our coaching and how our players react. So,
Bodie's breakdown. Phenomenal job once again. Falcons fans, a lot of y'all just go, oh, who? Falcons play the Bears? All right, cool, we'll be there. But then y'all listen to these podcasts and the creators, the content creators. It's good to get some statistics here and there. A lot of people don't even go to it. They don't even open their phones. They don't go to the apps. They don't do nothing. They just know the Falcons and the Bears, this player. But then there's some people that like to hear all the notes. They want to hear all the facts. They want to hear everything that's going on behind the scenes. So that's a good little breakdown from Bodie because it gets you ready for Sunday. And as you can see, even Drake's true statement just said it right here in the chat from listening to the stats. So basically, we're playing ourselves.
We're playing ourselves. And not just because we have a lot of Bears players. It's because we're literally doing the same thing they're doing this season. We're Superman.
The Spider-Man meme.
I mean, Spider-Man. Yeah, the Spider-Man meme. We're playing ourselves. So, yeah.
Falcons fans, we talked about this on Sunday. Chase, you might remember this. We talked about why Mariota is probably not benched just yet. Look around the league at some of the quarterbacks who's thrown less than 250 games this season. I mean, for 250 yards this season. There's a lot of quarterbacks right now outside of Mariota who's not slinging it like you think. I'm talking about like 400-yard games, like how to pass it. Nah. There's a lot of quarterbacks that's just getting by with this new style offense. It's looking like a lot of new offensive coordinators. I don't know if the quarterbacks are bad, the plays are off, or this just what it is. I mean, look at Justin Fields. Week 1 against the 49ers. He went 8 for 17 for 121 yards, passing, 2 TDs, 1 interception, sacked twice, 46.5 QBR, and 1 by 9. He ran for 28 yards. Week 2, he played Aaron Rodgers. He went 7 for 11 for 70 yards with 1 interception, sacked 3 times, QBR of 6.5. This is a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Week 3 against the Texans. They win. Justin Fields. He goes 8 for 17 for 106 yards, no TDs, 2 picks, sacked 5 times, 15.6 QBR, and they won 23-20. Ran for 47 yards.
Garbage.
It's a starting quarterback. Y'all over here talking about Mariota?
Go Bears.
Gosh. The Bears.
God.
Justin Fields against the Giants, which they lost 20-12. 11 for 22, 174 yards. No TDs, no interceptions, 6 sacks. 35.5 QBR. This man just averaged like a QBR of like 10 in 3 games. But though Falcon fans want Mariota's head right now, that's why I'm telling y'all, we're looking around the league. There's a lot of quarterbacks right now who are not throwing for 250 or more. A lot of them are just trying to get by with what they got. Bears versus the Vikings, 29-22. Vikings win. Justin Fields, 15 for 21, 208. His first 200-yard game. 1 TD, sacked twice, 79.1 QBR. They played the Commanders where they lost 12-7. Justin Fields, 14 for 27, 190 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 5 sacks again.
Yeah.
Falcon 25.4 QBR. Man, let me tell you, better put me out there to go blitz him on Sunday. I'm gonna go blitz him. I don't know if he's. I haven't watched much film on Justin Fields. I've seen some highlights. I seen the game the other day against the Lions. A lot of times, I don't know if he's just not confident enough to get the ball off, or he's just unsure about his accuracy. A lot of times, he just stands there and just.
Yeah.
As mobile as he is, that's why you probably running around now like, oh shit, I could use my feet like this. I've unlocked the perk. You got to watch this now, Falcons fans. You got to get Justin Fields on the ground on Sunday. What does it take to beat the Bears? You want to get to that? Get him on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at these games. 4 sacks, 3 sacks, 5 sacks, 6 sacks. Jesus Christ. He's telling Falcon fans where to go. They beat the Patriots 33-14. Fields went 13 for 21, 179 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Beat the Patriots 33-14 and was still sacked 4 times in the game. Falcons, you got to come away. Dean Pease, if you're over there looking at it right now, come on. 49-29 against the Cowboys. Justin Fields went 17 for 23, 151 yards, sacked 4 times again.
Shit.
Get him on the ground.
Get him on the ground.
Get him on the ground. Dolphins, Bears. Dolphins win 35-32. Remember that game? Fields, 17 for 28, 123 yards, sacked 2 times. 3 touchdowns. Lions game on Sunday. When I was sitting there watching, like, Lions, you better come back and win this damn game. Okay, the Bears come to the Benz next week. And sure enough, the Lions heard me. They're like, I got you, Jack. Wherever the fuck you at, I got you. We're going to go out there and beat the Bears. And sure enough, they came back and beat the Bears. Fields went 12 for 20, 167 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick, ran for damn near 500 yards, but he had 3 sacks again. Falcon fans, Chase, Bodie, what does it take to beat the Bears? You hearing the stats from Bodie on the breakdown? We just went over Justin Fields' quarterback play since week 1. The defense got to turn up on Sunday.
Yeah.
The defense got to turn up on Sunday. I'm talking about, like, look, this motherfucker either going to throw an interception or he's going to go down and take the sack. 2 things going to happen. We're going to go 3 and out on this joker, and we're going to get him off the field. That's what Grady need to be telling the defense. Like, look, we're going to get some extra help today, boys, on that D-line. He can say, look, linebackers coming today, too, and them safeties coming over the top.
Yeah.
We're going to get Fields on the ground. Because one thing you don't want, Chase, you don't want Fields to run for 100 at the half. You don't want 150 yards in the third quarter, and it's 23-22. And he's driving down the field. One thing I did see against the Lions on Sunday, watching the ticker on the phone, Fields was moving the ball against the Lions like pew, pew, because he was running the shot the ball. The plays were set up kind of like Lamar Jackson. Down, say it, take it, and just fucking go. And that's what the Falcons got to be ready for on Sunday. You got to plan and scout to say, look, this guy's just going to grab the ball and just go. There's no play. There's no, receivers might blow the blocks. The line might fuck it up. He don't care. He's just going to take the ball and run.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you're not hearing about Mariota. He's actually trying to look for routes and set up and do it. No, Fields is like, fuck this shit. We're going to lose anyway. I'm just going to run for 150 yards so they can give me this damn award at the end of the season.
Yeah, true.
So Falcons, be prepared on Sunday when you see Fields running around like, what the fuck do the Falcons need to do to stop the Bears and beat the Bears? Get Justin Fields on the ground. Let him throw it up. I'm not worried about his numbers in the air. I'm worried about this motherfucker on the ground when he's running around and you can't get him down. And you're not spying correctly. You're not containing correctly on the edge. There's going to be plays where Justin Fields is going to step back, see nothing there. He's going to start doing all this. Get him on the ground. The moment you go back to the old Falcons, remember the Falcons used to have a problem with in the past? Was mobile quarterbacks.
Yes.
All the time.
And AFC teams. The 2 things the Falcons had problems with in the past was like AFC teams and mobile quarterbacks. It was like, who we play this week? The Dolphins. Shit. Who we got next week? The Bengals. Shit. Then the Ravens. Fuck. All right. AFC teams were tough back then, man. Right now, as you can see, we're competing now. So I threw that shit out the window. But I want to make sure that you can get Justin Fields on the ground. Chase, as we talk about the Falcons and the Bears, you hear the breakdown, you hear the stats, you hear what we went over. What do the Falcons need to do to beat the Bears on Sunday? Falcons fans need to know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's apparent. It sounds like it's a good game for AK to go off. But we got to have a lot of sacks, man. We got to get pressure on fields. We'd love to see Patterson get started early, a lot more yards on the ground than last week. Keep the ball on the ground this week, man. Let's move the ball for sure. Got to be good on special teams, kick returns, all that. We need good field advantage because it seems we do a lot better for better field possession. I mean, that's obvious. So definitely got to move the football. Got to stop the run game. Also, I mean, you still got to watch the pass. Secondary must stay alive because third downs has been our weakest point on passing plays. So.
Kid doesn't have an arm, I must say. He doesn't have an arm.
No.
Yeah, that he does.
You get caught in one of these plays where, he's scrambling around and everybody jumps in for that scramble, and next thing you know, bam, he launches it 40, 50 yards down the field. You're in trouble. And I hate to see that ball go up and nobody's back there.
I mean, this is a good test for when you got Baltimore because Lamar Jackson loves to run the football.
That's true. That is true. Falcons, I mean, this is big. You come up with a dominating win against a player who a lot of Falcon fans wanted at one point.
Yeah.
You're going to have them mad, which is cool. Because I don't give a shit about Justin Fields. Whoever we drafted that year, I think it was Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
That's our guy.
Yeah,
that's our guy.
That's who I roll with. I don't want to hear about, man, we could have, because I said the Falcons should have drafted the running back out of North Carolina. But when we went for Richie Grant. I ain't got no problem with it. I moved on from it. I ain't in the Falcons chats talking about oh man, we get Javonte Williams, man. That's our guy. Can't wait till he become a free agent. No, it is what it is now. We moved on from it. But this would be a big win on Sunday. If the Falcons could come away with a win over a player who fans wanted in the draft a couple years ago. He's coming back to the Benz. Gives an opportunity for Falcon fans to see, like, how good is this team? You don't want this 3-7 team coming here and beating you.
Absolutely not.
Because you just lost to damn Carolina, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So, just stay calm, Falcons fans. Let's get Fields on the ground. Let's send some pressure. A lot of this is going to be players left and right stepping up. This is a big game for players to step up. From Troy Anderson to Michael Walker. Hell, Rashard Evans, you're a tackling machine. They love to run the ball. Get to the ball.
See,
my edge rush,
ball.
Arnold Ebiketie and Ogundeji. Get there.
Malone. Cast too.
Yeah,
Get there.
Get there.
Because this is an opportunity to rack up on them sacks. You can have the Benz lit off 3-4 sacks and you're up 14 points at the half.
And secure your interceptions when you got them.
Because we dropped 3 of them a game.
The Panthers, we dropped 3.
Got to secure them, and that's game-winning decisions. I mean, that secures a game almost. That puts you in game-winning drives, so got to have them. And
if you're going off of that, then we can go off of Mariota. Complete those passes.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm standing right here wide open, I'm talking about wide open. I'm right here, and the sideline's right here. Don't throw the ball over there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go get it.
Sheesh.
Right here, in the bread basket. I'm just saying, you got to be clean with those passes. You got to be way more accurate. Some people brought up the play and like, well, Pitts ran the wrong route. Look at this. Ha, ha, ha. I don't give a damn if Pitts ran the wrong route or not. He was open.
Mm-hmm.
And when you threw the ball, you was open. You didn't have nobody in your face. Put the ball on the money. I don't want to say that if that was Matt, it would have been on the money. You're saying. A lot of things you can take from your old quarterback and hope that your new quarterback gets, and a lot of things that your new quarterback will take from your old. Nah, totally different. It's just Mariota. But we'll get what we get with Mariota, and hope Falcons fans, we can come back on here Sunday night and talk about, hey, the Falcons are still in the hunt. We're still moving, and we did something great. We just eliminated our first team from the playoffs. How about that? Bears fans will hate us forever. Bodie?
Sir.
You had a great breakdown of the stats for Falcons Bears. I don't know what's going on. They just what Boston? Oh, Boston beating the Hawks right now. Come on, Hawks. We had a great breakdown of your stats for Bears versus Falcons. And we know you know a lot about football. So what does the Falcons have to do to beat the Bears on Sunday?
I mean, the obvious. Don't let freaking Justin Fields run for 150, 175 yards. I have to state the obvious. They got to do that. Run it down the throats because this is one of the worst run defenses in the league. If there's a game to run the piss out the ball, it's this one at home. With all 3 or 4 of them, all the runners we got, and including the quarterback.
Let's
You got to
also
get
add
smart. Okay.
to that run defense has so bad from the Bears. They do not have Robert Quinn. They do not have Roquan Smith.
Yeah, that's fact.
2 key players the Bears are missing right now, and going over their injury report, they have 3 cornerbacks that's down on Sunday. So this is a great chance to run the ball, get your play actions in, but this is the opportunity to come away with a dominating win, Bodie.
And they've been without them for what, like 3 weeks now or something like that. So, like, I mean, their defense was already bottom with them. So imagine how it is now without them. So that's an interesting tidbit. Yeah, and when Mariota makes his throws, he has to make the throws. He can't miss them. You can't overthrow. You can't overthrow wide open guys. You can't give folks a reason to say that they want to bench you. Okay, this is not the time nor the place. We know you got it, Mariota. You just gotta know you got it, and you gotta make the right throws, bro. Like that's all we want. We want our guy to succeed. I ain't talking ill will. I don't want him benched personally. Okay, I wasn't one of those saying that. And everybody has their own opinion. They're welcome to it. But I think we can still win games with Mariota, and I will stand on that hill till somebody knocks me off of it. So,
Falcon fans, a couple weeks ago, I went over Mariota and Lamar Jackson stats. Same thing. Otherwise, in that 300-yard game Lamar had, go look at the stats. He's doing the same 10 for 17 for 126 yards, 13 for 22 for 168 yards. Same shit. The only problem is their team is complete when it comes to getting wins and securing the victory.
thank you.
Because it would have been the Falcons Saints that week. Team had to be complete to secure that victory. Play calling would have been a little bit better. You wouldn't even been down that much against the Rams. Hell, you would have won that game against the Rams. Bucks game 2 as well. Shouldn't be down that much going into the second half. But you can see the Ravens, how they're controlling their destiny going forward with a quarterback who's doing the same shit that Marcus Mariota damn near is doing. He's just more electric and more explosive. But look at the stats. Look at the performance. Look at Fields. We just went over that. Look at a bunch of quarterbacks in the NFL right now. A bunch of them are throwing up the same numbers Mariota's throwing up right now. Then you have like 5 or 6 quarterbacks in the league that's like taking off. They're like fucking 3,000-4,000 yards already in. But a bunch of them is doing the same shit Mariota's doing. So Falcon fans, if coach is saying that he's not going to bench him, he's not going to bench him. I don't want to see no quarterback bench here in Atlanta. I don't want. Yeah, we just did 14 years with Matt. Some of y'all wanted him benched in the 10th year. Some of y'all wanted him benched after the Super Bowl. We in week 11, man. We in week 11, y'all. Just let it ride out. Just let it ride out, because you don't want to have your frustration, build up to where you get frustrated with the Falcons every single play because you want that guy gone. You still need you here supporting the team. But he brings you away with a win on Sunday. You can still not like him and still rise up with your fans and your friends. It's possible. You don't have to be out there saying, oh, man, we won, but still got to put in Ritter. No, man. Just say we won and go about your business.
Thank you.
Just say we won and go about your business, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine. You come out next week after you beat the Bears and say, hey, they're going to start. PJ Walker just beat us on Thursday, and now they're starting Baker Mayfield in Carolina. You feel what I'm saying? So whenever they're ready to make the switch, I'm all for it. I was there watching the draft. We was broadcasting live. I saw when Desmond Ritter was picked. We was like, oh, snap. Look at that. That's our future franchise quarterback. So when the moment happens, we're going to be right here supporting it. But until then, that guy wearing number 1 is our quarterback, and he can go lead us to get a victory against the Bears on Sunday. Jeff Wolf says 44 will play a big spy on Fields. Chase, Troy Anderson, Michael Walker, the linebackers. There's going to be a lot of people out there finding out where Fields is on the play. Is this a big game for Troy Anderson?
It's a big game for all your linebackers. Anytime you got a running quarterback with a somewhat of a decent arm, it's a big game because you got to be able to know when to drop back in coverage or when to go. So it's a big game for all three. All three must play well for us to have success on this team, I believe.
We must keep Justin Fields in the pocket. We must set the edge, not let him run wild. Joseph Avery, that is true. Two teams with running backs at quarterback, NFL Twilight Zone. Sheesh. And imagine that. The Falcons is one of them. I think the comparison is the amount of experience Mariota has over Justin. I just feel a lot like Mariota makes a lot of rookie mistakes. He shouldn't make this. This Fields only his second year. Mariota has to play mistake-free football on Sunday.
He definitely does.
Can't have this young boy coming up here in the Benz and showing you out. You already got most of the fans out there like, oh my God, did you see that? Like, dude, he gets ran for 2 yards.
And if you make mistakes, don't throw it off your ass cheeks. All right? Don't sit here and that shit will be embedded in my head.
Somebody just said that's the picture of the upside down Falcon drinking the beer. Mariota falling on the ground, throwing the interception. It's like he's like, what? He's like, if you look at it, it's kind of like the upside down Falcon drinking the beer, ain't it?
Oh my God.
I said, man, if you don't get your ass out of my face. But he was a damn Bucks fan anyway, so he's just talking shit.
Yeah, he's just talking shit.
He averages 3.5 sacks a game. Drake's true statement. Popped up in here with some facts. You got to get Justin Fields on the ground on Sunday. It's a big game for Grady. It's a big game for Arnold Ebiketie. Big game for D'Angelo Malone. There's going to be a lot of plays where Justin Fields is going to turn his back to as well and want to throw like a pocket passing quarterback. And that's when you smack him. Not saying get him injured, get him hurt, but you want Falcon fans who wanted Justin Fields. You know the ones that are going to be in the Benz on the Sunday chase like, yeah, go Falcons. Yeah, what's up, man? Let's do it. And then the ones as soon as Justin Fields do something, bruh, I told you. Bruh, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Sit back and watch the game. Because I can say the same thing about a bunch of players that the Falcons could have drafted that's doing well in the NFL. It happens, Falcons fans. It happens. But this guy that's coming into the Benz on Sunday, I don't want to see all that damn support in there. Don't let me go in there. I know Bears fans travel, but I don't want to go in there and just see a shit ton of Justin Fields jerseys, knowing that most of you jokers is in there out there supporting the guy that you wanted to be the quarterback here in Atlanta. Get that shit out the door, man.
Yeah, that's ass. Like, that's not a way to rep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what shoulda, couldas. You know,
woulda,
let's go
shoulda,
with what is.
And Falcon fans, Bear fans do travel, but they are 3-7. Oh my gosh, John Collins just dunked over somebody, but the Hawks still lose. Dunks don't mean nothing when you lose.
Sheesh.
Falcons fans on Sunday, you got to show up to the Benz. You got to show up early. You got to have a good time. This team is still in the hunt to go win this division. This team is still in the hunt to go ahead and get a playoff spot, and we need everybody in there. We need everybody in there. So if you're watching this right now, if you're listening to this, wherever you are, I'm telling you, go ahead and get you some tickets. They got some tickets on Vivid Seats and on Ticketmaster. Pretty cheap. Chase, you're not going to be there this week?
Still up in there.
Let me know, man. Just send a text out.
Yeah.
Bodie 3000, you going to be in there? Because I got to chop it up with you too, Bodie, because I noticed, like, when you cut the grass, like, you didn't level out the front yard to the backyard. So now I got HOA coming over here asking me, can I get it cut again? And I just paid you $35, and I can't pay you $35 again.
Damn.
Remember, this is a half an acre, so I need to get
half an acre. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go back to the Home Depot and pick up the Mexicans.
Not Pablo. Shout out to all my homies out there, man. Shit. West Coast, East Coast. Got a lot of homies out here, man. Shout out to all my essays. Put a spy on him, or he will burn us big time. Pass rushers got to step up and help Grady. This is an opportunity where Grady can't do it by himself, Falcons fans. Grady can't do it by himself. And Grady, he's been having a decent season right now. And I know he's on pace to break that sack record for him, 7.5. He's probably going to get it this year. But this is a game where you're lucky if Grady gets to Justin Fields on some of the runs and plays that he's going to be doing. This is a big play for your linebackers, your safeties, and your cornerbacks. You got to send pressure from different ways on this little joker. Because if he's expecting the front three to get there or the front four to get there, however you want to set it up on that line, Fields might be ready to take off on your ass every single play. You got to send pressure to where he's looking at it like, okay, all right, nickel coverage, all right, bet. Oh shit, D offer? What the fuck? I'm dead ass. You got to run different type of stunts, which you worked in the past 10 weeks. Let's amp it up. This is the guy who's averaging 3 sacks a game. Get Justin Fields on the ground. It's that simple. Even when he throws it, I don't want the single man safety. If you're playing box and you got the other safety up, he's spying. If he's not in the flat, he's spying. But don't leave Richard Grant out there on the island when you got Chase Claypool and this fucking guy Mooney over there. And you know Fields is running 30, 40-yard bombs down the field just to show off his arm in Atlanta. You got to think how some coaches look at this shit too. Like how when the Falcons played the Bengals with the Hayden Hurst package a couple weeks ago, I'm sure Zach Taylor said, hey, Hurst, come on over here, man. What's your first name, Hayden? Perfect. You used to play for the Falcons, didn't you? Yes, you did. What's your number? I don't care. We got a couple plays for you to run against the Falcons. It's going to feel good. You got family coming? Good. You should call them. Put them down low on the 100 level.
Sheesh.
Hayden Hurst. You in the Cincinnati. Who they, all that shit. Hayden Hurst. What the fuck? Hayden Hurst? So you best believe that I can see a coach saying, hey, Justin, come on over here. Your family going to be at the game Sunday? Perfect. How far can you throw the ball? 90 yards? Perfect. All right, bet. 3rd and 11, this is what you're going to do. Just to show off on some shit. Mm-hmm. Because if you do, let's just say you do catch Justin Fields on a 70 or 80-yard bomb on the field. You had them fans and they're like, oh, shit. I don't want to see that shit on Sunday. Falcons, that defense better be ready. Let's get Justin Fields on the ground. You hear what Bodie said? They are one of the worst rushing defenses in the country. Canadian football teams have better rushing defenses than this team. You can get the ball going. You got to get Patterson early. You get Algier early. Hell, you can put me in the ball. I'll run the fucking ball. I don't care. We got to get going on the ground. Chase, you heard what I said. I always got to rant. You heard what I said. Did I miss on anything? Am I missing anything about what the Falcons need to do Sunday against the Bears?
No, I think we've hit it pretty well. We got to run the football. It's a must.
Sounds good. Yeah. I think we hit it.
Going to the chat here before we go ahead and wrap it up. Falcon fans, y'all been great. Keys to make every tackle on Fields pay. Hit him and hit him hard. We need some hard knock style football out there Sunday. Nah, I don't want no flags. I don't want no dirty laundry on the field talking about some unnecessary roughness. And I must say, I posted it in the chat the other day. Kirk Cousins got his ass sacked about 3 times from the Bills the other night, which were way harder hits than what Grady Jarrett did to Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. Way harder hits. And I tagged my friend and said, bro, what the fuck is the NFL doing right now with this shit? Like, you can see Kirk Cousins. They slammed his helmet to the ground, slammed his face to the ground, like, I'm talking about sacks back to back on Kirk Cousins. And I'm sitting there watching saying, Grady fell on his back. And Brady rode on top of him, and then he rolled Brady over, and they called a flag. And I'm watching Kirk Cousins damn near get the fucking Viking logo ripped off the side of his helmet from the fucking Bills. I could not believe it. Could not believe it. Thank you, Jeff Wolf, for mentioning that. Once you said it hit him hard, it totally rang a bell. Like, remember that Kirk Cousins?
If anything, Grady like rockabye Brady. Like, that's what he did.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what this NFL was going on right now. To see some of these hits, that's how you know this shit is. I don't want to say that word, but when that motherfucker down there in Tampa plays, you know some shit's going on. Trey, your statement says we better not lose this game.
No, we can't lose. We cannot go lose 3 straight. We can't.
They'll feel good coming in here Sunday night with a big win. We can run the ball on any team. Run, make plays, keep Justin on the sidelines, go Dirty Birds. That's right. And then we're out there on offense. Keep Justin on the sideline. Yeah. Let him keep walking around with the tablet in his hand.
Got to give him defense a breather.
Got to give him defense a breather. One thing I must say, when you are winning the game like the 49ers, I think you had like one possession, you had like 6 or 7 minutes off the clock. Yeah. You put up points, but you just tick. What Chris Berman used to say? Tick, 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 tick. You got to do that Sunday. Clock management, game management has to be on point versus the Bears. Even though this is a 3-7 team, they get the ball. You know what they want to do. Who knows they're going to start off the game with a big run by Fields or how they're going to try to play it. this is 2 weeks now where most teams are looking at the Bears like, holy shit, this quarterback think he can do this all season. Oh no. And the problem is there's not another team to stop Justin Fields right now other than the Falcons, because the Bears play the Falcons Sunday. He's been doing it the past 2 weeks. They found something with Justin Fields that they want to run. We have to be the team to stop it and say, cut that shit out. It's not happening.
No.
We have to be that team. If it was another week and we played them Thanksgiving weekend, then we have another week to sit back and watch the team to be like, okay, he's done this 3 weeks now. Now we have to stop them. But we got them Sunday. We'll make them pay in the Benz. Score prediction, we're going to get to here shortly before we wrap it up. We got it Sunday. Leando's in the chat. Let's talk about the bad center we have. Hey, guess what? Got hit to the draft. Or you can spend some money in the free agency, because those snaps by Dahlman against the Panthers the other night, disappointing.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Disappointing.
Pretty bad.
Could have been the rain. I don't know. Could have been the weather. Who knows? I just know you also have a winter game against the Ravens coming up outside. And you have the Washington game next week, would be pretty chilly too as well. Hopefully there's no rain in store for that game. Feels with all them stats, but still 3 wins. But I'm going to sip on my eggnog. You drinking eggnog, Karen? Girls, November 16th.
You're right. All that running. And they just, all the stuff they're doing is just coming up lately. Like, it's recent. So they going on a fire streak, whatever you want to call it.
They got that side of the ball. AJ Thomas is up in here. He said, Bodie 3000, if the Falcons lose, we need to cut. God, we need a haircut. Sheesh.
Shit.
You got to find his barber.
You know what? Hey, man, yeah. That dude lost. We going crazy.
Talked to his barber the other day. He was writing raps for Tory Lanez. Don't know if he still want to come back with that hair.
I tell you
One time
what,
for the fan. Then we love talking Falcons football. Score predictions for Sunday.
I ain't making that bet. I'm sorry.
You ain't making a bet? Who was it that said, what Falcon player said, I'm not going to cut my hair or do something until we win? Was it Tack?
Yeah, it was Tack. It was Tack.
I'm not going to cut my dress until he gets up and just cut it. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Fucking vetoed on the bet, bro.
Are we talking about Tack right now?
I'm just going back into the past. Which we shouldn't. We should never. There gotta be some names we gotta put the ban list on here in the damn one time for the fan chat. Like, you're not supposed to mention Thomas Dimitrov. You're not supposed to mention Vic Beasley. You're not supposed to mention
Dean Marlowe.
Jalen Collins.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yeah,
Prince Shimbo.
Prince Shimbo.
Jamal Anderson, the defensive end.
The defensive end. Bobby Petrino.
What's that guy? Hagman. Rashid Hagman.
Cupcake.
He's just
You see how the list keeps growing? We're not supposed to mention these names.
What did Stephen A. Smith say? You lazy slop of the hut. No.
One time for the fan.
He had so much potential. That shit.
Yeah, there it is, Dre. Dre's always in here with the true statement. Tack said if you don't get double-digit sacks, he wouldn't. Yeah. What was Tack numbers? Hey, Siri. One time for the fan. I remember we had some jokes earlier this season about that, and we don't want to get to it. But Bodie, you cracked a good joke earlier about draft night. We won't get to that just yet. But if y'all remember that show that night, there was a lot of people in the chat, and Bodie mentioned the joke and was like, "Oh shit!" Not Tack on draft night. But yeah, a lot going on here for one time for the fan. We got some great news to tell y'all coming up. I know we mentioned it in September, but now we're about a few weeks away from mentioning it because, of course, this year will come to an end, and then we got to get ready for next year. And one time for the fans, always trying to stay a step ahead and do things that Falcons fans love. So let's let the Falcons season continue to play out. Once I get all the emails back and everything situated, we'll let y'all know where one time for the fan will be next year. And it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, man. It's going to be pretty cool, man. We're going to be out there having a good time. I was getting ready to drop the news. See, you see, I was rolling on. I was getting ready to drop something.
Ready,
I had to think
boy,
about it.
ready.
I had to think about it. Got distraction from these Hawks. These Hawks coming back. But yeah, man. One time for the fan. We on the road, man. We got a lot going on. So stay tuned for what's going to happen one time for the fan. Let's see. He would cut his hair. Yeah, that's what Tax said. Bodie can make a bet. Bodie, are you gonna grow it out? Like you want to say, like if the Falcons make the playoffs, like you'll mohawk it?
Hey, y'all not finna make me.
Chase, does he have enough hair for a mullet? Can he mullet right now?
Hey, what y'all go to Chase Beard or something? Y'all not finna fuck with my hair.
We made the playoffs. I'll shave my beard off.
Hey,
you made the playoffs. Hold on, we made the playoffs. You'll shave the beard off?
Yeah, I'll shave the beard.
Put that shit on.
That sounds like some shit like you want to do, like you getting ready to shave it anyway.
No, I don't shave the beard. I don't shave the beard.
And you know what? Matter of fact, we can add to that joke. So you can shave it off, but we gotta get a bartender from Magic City to come shave it off right here live on the show. Bartender from Magic City gotta come over here and shave it live on the show.
I'm sure you know I'm old networking Jack. You probably frequent in Magic City, huh? Ain't you?
Just drive by and drop off water. Christy Lewis at Lyric's mom. What's in that nog? Yep, stats from Benny doesn't equal wins. I'm excited for us on Sunday. That is true. All these stats on fields, all the hype about fields don't mean shit because guess what? He has to get the ball out to some wide receiver. He can't do this shit by himself. He can't. It's a team game. And right now, Fields look to be playing by himself right now. Though he's putting the team on his back on a couple situations, but they're still losing. They're still losing. And this is the opportunity for the Falcons to come away with a very big win.
Big dub.
Dre said, Chase, don't shave the beard. Red hair for Bodie.
Yeah.
I got
score predictions.
I got a professional job.
Score prediction.
Score predictions for Sunday. Falcons Bears at the Benz.
24-17 Falcons.
24-17. Any hot takes, Chase?
Drake London scores another touchdown.
Keep on rolling, rookie. Keep on rolling. Bodie, 24-17 Chase. Drake London scoring a touchdown. What you got, man? Score prediction and hot take.
I say 23-17 Falcons. That's one under you. I just thought about that. I wasn't even thinking about you, but I was just thinking of a score. Yeah, it's probably going to end up being that. Let's see how close we are.
Waiting for that dominating win right now from the Falcons. Last time we saw it was against the 49ers back at the Benz. You still have a positive home record, correct, Chase, at the Benz?
3-2.
3-2. So Falcon fans should be prepared. Whether you're in the seats for Fields or in the seats for the Falcons, you're in your seats. And it's just going to add to the atmosphere of what's going on, plus the hype of this kid coming back to Atlanta, the fans, what's going on. The Falcons, the 2-game losing streak. Now the Falcons have a home game where they can win. I would say the Falcons come out there and start putting up some numbers, man. 28-16 in the Benz. Mariota has a complete game. This defense is banged up. This defense has been through it. Mariota comes out there, and he's on fire. And he really puts himself and the fans who's been talking about him in a different room for a couple of days and say, hey, look, let's just talk one-on-one. Come, let's have a kumbaya. Let's talk. You saw what I just did against the Bears? Shut the fuck up. Let me go out there and do my job. So,
like this.
It is what it is, but I respect all the fans here with the Falcons. I know y'all got y'all feelings about Mariota and Ritter. I just want to see the team win.
W's.
You could put me at quarterback. I will go 13 for 22 for 147 yards, but I will lead you to a win. Haha, yes. Hey. I will lead you to victory if you put me at quarterback. So, Coach, if you're watching this or when you do watch it, I'm ready to go. Just let me know.
I almost made a horrible joke.
I can draw my own plays too.
I almost made a very bad joke, but I'm not going to do that.
If it has something to do with me winning.
It has something to do with you playing quarterback.
Oh,
but I leave that alone.
Yes, Drake London would be definitely over 1,000 yards right now because it would be me and Drake. Like Drake, how high can you jump? Okay, look, anytime you're one-on-one, just go. My arm, this is what it does. Air ball. You go up, get it.
Is it Madden?
See, if I tap square, this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Shit.
One time for the fan. Score predictions in the chat. 23-10 Falcons. I love that, Dre. Didn't even give him a chance. That's a dominating win right there, 23-10. Especially keeping them at 10 points in the Benz. That's 4 quarters of pretty much no excitement for the Bears.
That's good.
29-26 Falcons. Jeff Wolf, you're making the game tight. We don't want no more blood pressure games.
That's a crazy score. I ain't never
Jeff Wolf sitting over there.
Yeah.
Just 3 more points, and I'm going to go back to the show and tell their ass it was going to be 29. Up, cool with the kick. All right. Hey, Jack. Time's the show. Oh, never mind. I see you. Turn around.
Nostradamus.
One time for the fan, I'm at the Benz on Sunday. Pull up. Watch Fields try to pass a lot on Sunday. Guess what?
Oh, yeah. Watch him get his ass creamed.
If you stop that check down and shit, remember when we played Seattle and that 4th tight end kept catching the ball and he was like, who is this guy? And then we played the Rams too as well, and it was Higbee and all these checkdowns, and you're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
You can't have that happen against the Bears on Sunday. You sometimes want Fields, even on your double safeties. I must say the Falcons secondary, they lock it down on some shit. And AJ's back. The games are close. They're not letting teams blow them out. Outside of the Bengals game that was a month ago, they're not letting teams blow them out. So the defense is, you sometimes want Fields to throw the ball to say, oh, AJ on this shit. Oh, pressure in his face. Oh, he finna throw it up. Oh, he throw it up. Oh, pick. You want that shit. I just don't want Fields airing it out to where it's like 30, 40 attempts and nobody expected this. And he didn't run the ball but 15 times for like 30 carries, for 30 yards. Everything else is all passing yards. You can't have Fields get a 300-yard game in the fucking Benz. Can't have it happen. God. You cannot have it happen. Hell, 250 yards is like big for Fields. Can't let it happen. Stop him. Get him to the ground. Get him off the field. Falcons offense, you're at home. Bears fans ain't going to be that loud. They're 3-7. They just came to see the stadium. Make them pay.
Basically. Oh, can y'all open the roof?
It's going to be 33 degrees on Sunday morning. No, we will not open the roof. One time for the fan. Any shout-out before we get up out of here, y'all?
Yeah, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody that's hanging out with us on YouTube, Facebook, wherever it's at. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to Mariota, man. Maybe he go out here Sunday and prove us all wrong. Go out here and have a great freaking game. And like Jack said, make a statement. So, shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to Boo Man. Shout out to Dez. Shout out to all them boys.
God, not the Boo. Bodie, any shout outs, man?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the thought of y'all putting my hair on the line. Yeah, you're crazy.
Sheesh.
Hey,
something we haven't seen here on One Time for the Fan. We ain't putting no bets up or nothing like that, but people see the hair and they start seeing Jay's talking about the beard and Bodie with the fro. And let me tell you something. Y'all talking about, if y'all betting talking about some me putting on some other team colors or something, just throw that shit out the fucking door right now.
He said, hell no.
Just throw it out the door right now.
I ain't wearing no damn Saint shirt. Ain't nobody
I'm telling you right now. You're like, hey, man, Jack, you want to make a bet on that Falcon hat? No, I don't want to make none of that bet. All right. You want to play me in Madden? Want to play me in FIFA?
Exactly. Huh? Kiss my ass.
Your bet for my bet? Okay, cool. You win your bet. My turn now. You got to play me in FIFA. Best out of 3.
I'm kidding. Yeah, man. FIFA. Still ain't never played in my life. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You checking out the show for the first time, man. Just how we do it here. I'm a little under the weather, but still trying to stay up. Nose running shit. Yeah, shout out to the whole One Time for the Fan team, you know how we do it. We here every week, twice a week.
Brody.
Trying to stay positive. Yeah.
Oh, you can't sleep with that box fan right on the nightstand.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Man.
Yeah,
I was a layup, but I lobbed it up to you. You just dunked that motherfucker, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Knowing you be sleeping all of your wife and she be sneezing because your damn beard hair going up her nose.
Yeah,
I digress.
That's the Ganondorf.
Hashtag shade that shit. Nah, I'm just playing.
Like a God of War character.
God damn. They'll call you Thor. They call you Troy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Not
Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boy's smoking on them jokes.
Shout out to y'all, bro. I said I was gonna be calm tonight. Yeah, you never round me up. Yeah, that damn box man. I gotta get rid of that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit.
Talking him up.
Yeah, man.
Especially if that's the one that you got from Cup Foods, because they don't have Cup Foods no more.
God damn.
One time for the fan, hit that like on Facebook, hit that like on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Twitter, hit that follow. You want to know more about what we're doing with One Time for the Fan? Follow us on Twitter. Hit that email. You want to be a guest on the show? Hit that email. We talk to all the Falcons fans. We talk to everybody. We want to get everybody's information about the Atlanta Falcons, because why? We're Falcons fans. We're diehard Falcons fans. So when it comes to these birds, we all we got, y'all. We ain't got no Super Bowl. We're going to get one. But until that day, come on back. Talk Falcons football with us. You know what it is. You know what to do. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go out there and get a win on Sunday. Shout out to everybody, man. Bodie, everybody in the chat, the subscribers, Boo Man, Dez, Chase. Appreciate everybody. Come on back Sunday night at 8 o'clock or 8:30. Depends on how the alcohol is flowing after we win. So Sunday night, definitely going to be a show. Come on back. Let's talk Falcons football. What did the Falcons do right to beat the Bears if they lose? Hopefully they don't. What the Falcons did wrong when they lost to the Bears. But guess what? Falcons will come away with a win. Mariota, let's go. Put the fucking cape on. Let's go get the job done. All right? I got playoffs to get to. I'm trying to go either home game or away game. I'm trying to get back to the playoffs here. So let's get the job done. We always got the teams back. Always got the team support. AJ Terrell's back. Feels good. Let's get the ball to Pitts. You see how I love this show? Some shows, we can't even talk about some of these players. Like I just mentioned Pitts for the first time today.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to end the show. You got to get Pitts involved more. We know this. But some of the big key things that have to happen on Sunday is getting Fields to the ground, stopping that run game that they got going on over there, and really showing off your run game that you got, because they have a bad run defense. Mistake-free football from Mariota. Let's keep the chains moving. Let's keep the fans excited about what we got going on here in Atlanta, and let's come away with a win. Once again, this is One Time for the Fan, one time for Terry Fontenot, one time for Bodie, one time for the Falcon, one time for Coach Smith, one time for Freddie the Falcon. We haven't even mentioned Freddie the Falcon on the damn show. One time for Freddie the Falcon. One time for everybody in the chat. One time for this opponent I'm about to go smack up on Madden.
Hey.
Though you may not know this, but I average 30 a game. I'm Jack Spade. I'll see y'all back Sunday night with or without alcohol. One time for the fan. Yeah.
Probably with.
In broadcast.